Hi friends, good evening, good evening. After a pretty long time, is not it? So no new video had come to you. So meeting after you after a long time, this topic is very good. It's a hot topic rather in the industry that you love to listen. See, show me any workplace. I mean, you are working in any office, any corporate or in government offices, where there is no interpersonal conflict. So the workplace has become the workplace. Yes, you listened correctly. The workplace has become the workplace. So this, daggers down attitude not only brings, the productivity down, but it creates a lot of bitterness among these fellow colleagues, is not it? So those of you have not been attacked by this sort of, thing, that's well and good. I appreciate, those people, those who have not been attacked yet by this virus. But many, corporates are being suffering from this. So today, my point of elaboration to you, it will be, so how to effectively resolve this interpersonal conflict in this workplace. So that's what I started. Give me a workplace or give me the name a corporate, name a office. So I'll show you the place with interpersonal conflict. So, every enterprise that brings people together to bound to run into, differences at some point of time. We can't give a life insurance that there will be no conflict among the fellow colleagues. That's just a part of life. Because there will be conflict, there will be difference of opinion. And it means that for a workplace to thrive, its leaders, they need to know how to resolve the conflict. See, we are becoming a leader in expectation of that these are the conflict may surface. And as a leader of the emerging, problem or this modern times, you must have that ability how to resolve the conflict. And here are some of the fundamentals that I know most of you might have in practice. And I quickly am going over that, in my leadership coaching with my clients. First of all, you have a clear, mindset that since different people from different work culture, from different sphere, from different educational background, from different countries or different states, speaking different languages, adapting different cultures, they are coming together, they are emerging together. There will be conflict, there will be difference, opinion, might be for the same issue. The first and foremost thing, as a leader, you should have a clear mindset, clear vision that you will accept the conflict which will come and will attempt to resolve it with an open mind, with a positive attitude, right? And first, what we should do, you should coach and counsel to your team effectively. So work it out between yourself in a very popular strategy, but not an effective one. If people could resolve conflict of their own, and they probably would. So, but almost every case, they need your help. So talk to those involved together and separately and ask a lot of open-ended questions, not closed-ended questions. Ask, to them the open-ended questions. Remember that. As a coach, you are, as a leader, definitely you are a coach. And if you cannot, coach to your team, see, all the leaders are, not the, they can coach, to the all conflicts will rise, they can hire the coach. Remember that as a coach, it is your role and responsibility to understand, not to fix. Once you understand the problem, see, when you are approaching your doctor, Doctor is, making some diagnostic tests, advises some pathological findings. Then he is making diagnosis of the disease you are suffering from. As you are the apex, leader, apex boss or authority, you must understand, what is the reason of conflict, why the conflict is persisting or emerging or surfacing, so not to fix that. So work to team, guide, and mentor everyone involved in the process without talking a side about who is and is not in the wrong. So there might be wrong. One person may be wrong, or one party may be wrong, or a group of people may be wrong. That might be. You must understand why this is surfacing, why this is emerging, what is the root cause of that. Unless as a leader you know this, you cannot resolve it. And you see, some of the leaders, if I have faced during my working, they lose their temper. So they lose both sides of the team. Sometimes both the sides who are at the dagger down in the office, they come together against the leader. So the role of the person or the leadership, the person who is in the leadership must stay calm, in the face of the other people's high emotions. So people in conflict tend to be highly charged emotionally. So making it conflict to identify and resolve the issue. When you set an example of composure and calmness, so you help others calm down without calling anyone out for being too emotional. And what next, So often on the conflict at hand and stay away from the past problems. There might be some past problems. Don't link it to the present. Because as a leader, you must live in the present and let your people be in the present. So you are addressing the conflict pertaining to the present issue, not the past issue. Conflict usually comes with some history, and people often show up to a resolution sessions with a long list of past issues. So stay away from the old grievances, to compromise or collaborate. So once the conflict has been clearly defined, it's time to move on to the most important work. So that is, reaching a resolution that everyone can agree. See, both the party or both the people must agree to the conclusion you are defining or you are telling. On the other hand, when both parties are, invested in the solution, you make a part of they came as a part of the problem, but your leadership involved them as a part of the solution. Nothing like that. So you can move to a collaborative resolution. As a leader, you need to understand what type of situation you are dealing with. Yes. So keeping a relationship at the forefront, you see, relationship building is a process. So as a true leader, as an emerging leader, as a leader in the position to address the conflict, your relationship should be at the center of the stage. You have to balance relationship with both the team. When all is said and done, a conflict is usually just a small roadblock. So in another way, strong relationship. So whether you need to remember the good times or discuss a different topics, remind each person how important this relationship is to the organization, to the society, to the office, to the corporate in a larger way. So how they are working together, how they are working towards the same goal, the higher goal, the corporate goal, and the importance of finding a common ground. This interpersonal, conflict is an inevitable part of our professional life. But if you don't have a sacrifice, sacrifice progress or growth when people don't get along. Study and practice the elements of conflict resolution, so you can bring your leadership to bear on workplace conflict. First of all, as a leader, you must lead from your body, mind, and spirit. So be the kind of leader who knows the fundamentals of conflict resolution to help, and your organization is thriving. She hope these insights will help you to resolve the conflicts if it is arise in your corporate, in your office, in your society, or in the company, wherever you are leading. Thank you so much for a day-long session involving people, in a coaching session. You can talk to Mahapatra. I'm happy that you address me, Mentor Mahapatra. You can reach to me, TTM Academy of Excellence @gmail.com or WhatsApp 7978575197. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.